Hello guys, how are you doing today? It's your favorite baby girl, Sarah Fidelis. Okay, a quick one from me to you today. Now guys, I fear most of the times when people say life is just take life the way it is, just be yourself, do your thing and you're fine. But the truth of the matter is this, guys, life is spiritual. If you must survive in this world, you must be able to be sound spiritually. Now, the truth is this, it's not the knowledge that you were brought up from a home where your parents told you that you're a Christian, you go to church and you do all the things. Probably you have one or two units you are in, and but the reality of being spiritual is knowing God for yourself. Now I tell people one of the best things my parent can ever give to me is bringing me up in the way of the Lord, is showing me the paths to follow, so that just the way the Bible puts it, that train up a child in the way he or she should grow, and when they grow, they will not depart from it. Now the word has been put in me. Now when I'm outside there, I try to relate what I've been taught. Now I'm not only seeing what my parents have taught me, I can relate it myself because I've had my own encounters. I've known God for myself. So I can do what I do according to God's will and God's plan. I could even as well pray and fast, and He speaks, the Holy Spirit speaks, and you know I get to hear from God myself. The truth of the matter is, so many at times people can say, what about them that do not know God and but they are living large, and but the difference between you and them is that you know God, that even if you die today, even if you die now, we know where we are going to. So the difference is that the only opportunity they have is maybe when they are about to die, they probably give their life to Christ. But if not, everything they have ever lived for is for all for vanity, and they end up, you know, living a life, a meaningless life. We have we were living in a world where so many things have taken over. The parents do not really care what they pass across to their children, and everybody's more concerned of how they can impress the society. And the truth is, the society has really caused so many damage because of the too many negative things outside there. And if you are not careful, you will be corrupted. So I've come to tell somebody that life is spiritual, whether or not you want to accept it or not. You must be able and willing to accept that. As a young lady, whether you are married, as a guy, whether you are single or married, you must be able to know God for yourself. Now, there was this incident that happened when I was in school. Now, I I was in school all this time. So yeah, I think probably 3 to 4 years back, calling my dad all the time to send money, like, oh, I need this, and he sends me money. I need that, and he sends me money. But I didn't really know that he was so down. Like, I know my dad, most times when he's sick, he see that headache, and after one day he's done. Like, even so, just give him hours and it's okay. But this time I didn't know how critical this illness was, until I got home and I saw my dad. you know I was depressed. But the truth of the matter is this: what gave me the boldness and the courage was that I know God for myself. Because if I explain to you what happened that day that I was at home with him, you could see that. Imagine that I didn't know God. Imagine I was just ordinary, I would have done nothing. But when that thing happened, I stood up, I was praying, I was calling on God that I know for myself. Now, I didn't have to call my pastor, I didn't have to call my mom that actually went out to get something to bring for my dad. But immediately I remember that I was coming from an altar. Thank God for my papa, who always kept us in line of prayer. who always teach us a whole different new level. So I was praying that day. I was calling on God because my parents have groomed me, and I also went to the word and know God for myself. So I fought that day in prayer, and thank God the battle was won. I won the battle. We overcame the devil. Why? Because I know God for myself. So many things are happening. Why? Because parents fail to do the needful. The thought is give them all what they want, ensure that you provide all they need, and the necessary part, which is training them up in the way they should follow. The way of they should follow is they should be sound in the knowledge of God. They should know their right from wrong, means when they see evil, they will be able to shun it. When they see what is wrong, they will say, no, I won't do this. The world cannot throw some things to them and they will accept it easily. When I was in school, there were things I was exposed to. There were things that I saw for myself, but I knew my path already. Thank God for God. His grace was sufficient, as it is for everybody. But you have to choose which you will follow. So already I knew my path. So I just know that this one is not for me. So the truth is, so many people are misled because the foundation already is shaking. The foundation already is not solid. So that's why when they go out there to face the society, they are already shivering. They are already broken. Just a small influence and it's over. Do you get? Now I know someone that's very close to me that it was more like when this guy was at home with him before they got admission, they were best of friends. Now the guy got admission before him, and when he got admission, he went to school, and he saw that this guy has hooked up with friends that drinks, that smokes. Now, if you see this guy, he was looking different. He was looking like, my goodness, when you see someone that takes drugs, you know how that person looks like. Now, what did he do? He didn't waste 1 second. He knew that this one, I cannot continue to be his friend. Immediately, he chose his path. And they never, even if they see in school and they say hello, hi, they are still, they greet themselves and what have you. But the reality is this. You cannot say, oh, I can withstand these things. I will just be around. No, it doesn't work like that. Choosing your path necessarily means that you must ensure that you show them that light and darkness have nothing in common, so that even if they want to change, they will change looking at you, and you will be able to see that they're in the light already. So in life, like I said, life is spiritual, and you must know God for yourself. And as parents, you must teach your children in the way they should follow, so that when they grow, they will not depart from. That's why we see many children who tell their parents, you failed in your upbringing. You failed to show me the right path. Why? Because they can relate when they are in the society. They can relate when they are outside there. And that is why we have so many things that we are, see, the world it's becoming so toxic and unbearable to live in. But we are surviving by the grace of God. And it's high time that parents need to do the needful, even as intending parents or couples as well. Very soon in the world, we equally will become parents. So it is important we note this. It's important we know now. Don't say, oh, they are little, they cannot know this now. But the reality is this. And sure, it doesn't matter the age you are, you can still know God for yourself. You can still have a close relationship with God. That way it will guide you. It will help you. Holy Spirit will teach you the ways to follow. Yes, at the end of the day, the old that is past and the new has come to stay. So the truth of the matter is, I'm just telling somebody out there that life is bigger than what you imagine. It is so spiritual. Take it or leave it. If it's not spiritual, see, if God open your eyes to see what's happening, you will be shocked to know that this world we live in is so wicked. That if you don't know God, you'll be taken unawares. But the fact that we are alive and surviving and people are living the way they want to live, it's not because it's by their own power. It's because the day mercy and grace is no more sufficient for them. They are done. They are done. We are not better than those who are gone. We are not better than those who even are alive and they are in hospitals. But the grace is sufficient for us. So make use of what you have. and be a better person. Live a spiritual life. Be sound in the knowledge of God. Let God use you. Some persons will say, it makes you too spiritual. It makes you, yes, you can be a fine girl and still know God. Ebuka sang something. It is useless. You are a fine girl, slay it, and you don't know God. The day you die, you become nothing. You can be a fine girl, you can slay, look beautiful, dress decent and look so beautiful, and you still carry God. That even when the devil comes, you know how to fight it. In the physical, you are there. In the spiritual, you are there. But you're a fine girl, you're a fine boy. In the physical, in the spiritual, the devil is toiling with you. The devil is messing up with you, messing up with your life. You are involving yourself in things you should not. The devil is fighting you so terribly that you cannot have your peace. Why? Because you know the right thing to do, but yet you are shying away from it. My sisters and brothers out there, know God for yourself. Life is spiritual. Until you know that, you will never get away from the truth. And I hope you get this message and learn the important thing. Thank you, guys. And this week, Saturday, I'm going to be going live for a very important topic, guys. Even while I was talking, I was almost deviating to the topic I was supposed to discuss on Saturday. But that notwithstanding, guys, stay tuned for Saturday topic. I promise it's going to be impactful, it's going to be interesting, it's going to be superb, guys. So please don't forget, on Saturday 4 p.m. I'm going to come in on live for a very important and interesting topic. Hope to see you guys on Saturday 4 p.m. Keep to the time. Love you and bye.